I got 30-some hoes, you at the crib making TikToks. Perky gon' blow like a 30-06 dog. She gon' fuck my bros.
Alright, we're logged into chats too, so those will pop up. Yeah.
I got 30-some hoes, you at the crib making TikToks. Perky gon' blow like a 30-06 dog. She gon' fuck my bros, cause I know that she a big thought. I come from the low, but I'm standing at the tip top. Lot of hoes to choose from, I ain't scared to lose one. Bitch, I've been a thought boy since I was reading Goosebumps. Standing on the block, I was testing out my new gun. Mix the off-white with the blue ones. I know I'll be alright when I'm going through some. Got some raw white if you wanna do some. Heard he tryna ball like me, now he got no funds. I got 30-some hoes, you at the crib making TikToks. Perky gon' blow like a 30-06 dog. She gon' fuck my bros, cause I know that she a big dog. I come from the low, but I'm standing at the tip. I got 30-some hoes, you at the crib making TikToks. I like my revolver, but it only got 6 shots. She was built like...
What's up, guys, and welcome to another Friday and another Just the Tip for you. I'm Josh.
And I'm liking the new intro by Perky Jackson, aka my boy.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, that's some good new sounds for us. I'm gonna try to get as many people locally that have stuff that they want to get out there and put them on the stream, whether it be on an intro or even if they come in and we listen to some samples of their stuff.
Right.
But huge shout out to my boy for doing that.
That was actually one of the first episodes that we did. We had him over here, and that was a lot of fun too because we showed off iced coffee.
Yeah.
If you remember.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was the first time I got to hear that too, guys. And I'm a giant Legend of Zelda fan, so I put the sample on, walked out of the room, and come back in, and I thought it was King playing something on his phone. I'm like, no fucking way.
Yeah.
Awesome choice to sample. I'm a huge Zelda fan.
Yeah, he's all about that life.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hey, listen.
So today, guys, we got a bunch of hashtags for you. Going to be covering everything from safe havens all the way to Magic the Gathering. A lot of fun stuff that we were just talking about and chatting on as we were sitting here getting ready for you. So this, before we go anywhere, let me switch the cam.
Moist.
Oh, yeah.
The mellow balls. Go ahead.
So when I saw those things, because he's got an actual different pair too that I ended up seeing online, and I didn't know that King was already searching these down because this is something that I wanted. Hell yeah.
Got them fucking.
Yeah, if anybody can't tell, that's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles version.
Yeah.
And each of the shoes have different turtles, obviously, with it. But it's always the color of my boys. You got Leonardo, Raphael, Donatello, and Mikey.
That's the Donatellos right there. But the way they do them is really weird. That's Raphael's. They do it so, like, you can't go buy a pair of Raphaels. You buy the Raphaels, and then you end up getting the Donatellos with it. And then you buy the Michelangelo, and then you get the Leonardo with it. So they trick you. It's not a bad business model, but the way to have done that probably would have been to make it so that you can get a pair of each.
Yeah. Yeah, like the opposite one, like Nintendo did with the Joy-Con. You could get the one with the blue and the red on it, but then you could go out and buy the other pair, so you could do the dual red or the dual blue.
Yeah. So, but I don't know. I mean, that way you're tricking them into spending $130
right.
4 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like, why wouldn't you want to do that? But like. So like, I'm gonna go get the other pair probably tomorrow or whatever, and then take my Ninja Turtle, some of my cool Ninja Turtle figures, put them in front of it, and take pictures of it. So, because I'm a fucking nerd. But, anyways, that was completely not a topic that we were gonna talk about, but I just spontaneously just grabbed them and started to show people.
I do want to say one more thing though, because since he's collecting them, I let him know that there's a limited edition Shredder version too, where if you buy all 4 pair
and Krang,
then have the ability to buy these. It's not a free giveaway like I thought it was. It should be. but you have to buy all 4 to be able to get access to purchase the other ones.
And I don't know how that's tracked or whatever, because like I'm gonna ask when I go into Foot Locker and buy the other pair tomorrow.
Yep.
As to how that is going to be a thing.
Yeah.
So because I would definitely fuck with the Krangs. Them Krangs are pretty hot. Pink's
they
one of my
were.
favorite colors to wear.
Yeah, they were. All right, guys. Yeah, that was not one of our topics. That ended up just being some fun.
Bonus material, fuckers.
That's it. All right, so the first thing we're going to go over was a video that King and I watched about a week ago. It is the LGBTQ Safe Haven, and they were having a meeting in the city of Worcester. So
Worcester.
I'm going to share our screen with you guys. All right, so there they are. There they are.
Dude, that is an alternate reality Ronald McDonald we're looking at right there. We've crossed over the multiverse.
Oh, man.
Go buy a burger from this pronoun or what?
And Cruella DeVille gloves, baby.
Oh my god.
Let's go. So we're going to play the video.
I need the city to protect me because the federal government won't. And if you think you're afraid of Trump, you should see how afraid of Trump I am.
Can you wrap up, please?
Yes, I can. If you say that you're afraid of Trump and that's why you don't want the city to be a safe space for trans people, you better prepare for trans people to make this a very unsafe space.
Pause it.
Ooh, threats.
Threats from somebody that sharpied their fucking eyebrows on.
And for somebody who needs protection.
Needs protection. Yeah, that's I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's great. Yeah. You need protection, but if you don't get said protection, you're gonna need some protection.
I'm going to scream louder than you do.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna have PennDOT taxpayers' money do my fucking eyebrow. Well, PennDOT is not in Worcester, Massachusetts. Whatever version of state fucking road work people they have,
Yeah.
that's who does their eyebrows. Their eyebrows. Pronoun. There.
Yeah, they didn't come back very well in the reviews on
This one here
Yelp
gets
for
even
their-
more hostile here. This one is.
Oh, yeah, I remember
fuck
this.
up.
Yeah, because he starts yelling.
I'm shaking right now. I don't want to be
Wrap up,
here.
please.
Why are you?
I'm sorry, am I taking too long pleading for my life?
You remembered how many children I have and that 2 of them are trans.
Stop. Pause.
I speak as both the B.
Okay. They're not trans. This person
Has
basically indoctrinated and socially engineered them into that position. They can't consent to it. They don't know anything better. And of course, a child is going to do whatever they can to appease their parent.
Yep.
Not all cases, but when they get old enough to figure it out, they're gonna be like, "Wow, my mom was a fucking idiot," or they're just going to be socially destroyed.
Yeah,
Or
and still
not socially
maintain
destroyed, but yeah, socially destroyed too, because they're just
Yeah.
putting all this shit in their head. But like,
Right.
they're going to be fundamentally fucked up because their formative years were with a person that said, "Oh, you tried on my high heels, so now you're a girl," or whatever the case may be, because that's what they believe, and then you become a product of your environment. So that the trans kids don't exist. It's not a thing. Do trans people exist? Sure, to some degree.
Yep.
Again, not to the degree that it's been financed and spoke into existence with, as you can see with the Doge thing, how much of that money has went to these little offshoot little fucking agendas here.
Yeah.
But
There's
that
another call out for that one too, because I watched an interview where Jordan Peterson was talking to some non-binary person, and she said that she was not non-binary, and her kids, one was pansexual and the other one's a transsexual, and they're 4 and 6. He literally stood there and said, "Can somebody do the math real quick?" As they were talking, and he said the chances of you being non-binary, of your kid being a pansexual at that age and the other one being transsexual, is 1 in 10.2 billion chance. There are 7.8 billion people on this planet.
Yeah.
That means there's not a chance for it to happen.
Yeah. Culturally,
Mathematically, it doesn't work.
they're culturing them into
Yep.
into that position. That's not an authentic thing that they came up with. Like, you sit here and you're manipulating the minds of a fucking minor, is what you're doing. Whether they know they're doing it or not, I'm sure they think they're virtuous in what they're doing, trying to fit in with these once marginalized groups.
Yeah.
There's no chance that that's a thing. Like Megan Fox, I believe her kids are supposed to be transgender as well, correct?
I didn't even know that
I think,
one.
like 3 of them or 2 of the 3 of them or whatever. Like I think that is a thing.
I believe it.
I've seen it, but like again, like what do you?
How? Yeah.
I don't think there should be any type of government overreach or licensure for a lot of things, but you guys are making me look like fucking idiots and having kids and then doing this to them.
Yep.
What? Like, wow.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's disgusting. That is criminal. That is immoral. But
we need a safe space for it.
we need a safe space so we can fuck our kids up.
And the T in the LGBT.
I'm multiply disabled. I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is a connective tissue disorder that causes me immense physical pain. I'm on the autism spectrum, and I have narcolepsy, and I couldn't drive myself here, so I had to hide from my driver that I was in drag, which is not an easy thing to do in drag.
I do not want to be here. It's my day off. I do not want to be in your DMs. I do not want to be in your email inboxes.
Hold
I do
on.
not want my creativity writing diss tracks like Kendrick. I don't want to spend an hour applying.
Look at this woman.
What is going on?
Watch her. Watch her. Watch her.
Is she an ally or is
Be
she
in your
clowning the clown
DMs.
show?
I do not want to be in your email inboxes. I do not want my creativity writing diss tracks like Kendrick. I don't want to spend an hour applying glitter on my face so that you will hear and see me. I want you to listen to me.
Let us
Hold on.
Fuck!
You didn't have to dress up like a clown to get somebody to
Was it
listen.
mandatory to be to this clown hall meeting? Was it mandatory that everybody wore glitter? Because like she's like, I need to wear this glitter for you to see me. But
And to hear
want
me.
to do that.
I heard the other two speaking. They didn't have glitter on. I don't remember
I don't
this
know.
one.
I think Ronald McDonald might have had some glitter on there somewhere.
remember
Probably.
the Nazis burned the books that the Nazis burned
you need a
books
phone
on
to do
gender
this shit, bro.
sciences first. Now the administration has villainized and marginalized.
Is that person taking a selfie?
Trans, LGBT,
Totally. No, he's filming the back of his bald
people,
spot.
And even special needs,
follically challenged pronoun,
denying
man.
life-saving and affirming care.
Can you look at me and tell me how many of my friends need to die before you do anything?
Please wrap
Look
up.
at me!
Okay, we're all done here.
Come across the bench.
Fucking
Hey,
pathetic!
we're all done. Come on.
Of course, we need to continue celebrating Black History Month because, in spite of what's coming down from Washington, we all know that we all exist and we all need to be recognized for our existence.
But be aware
Well, just checking the background
that
is
you
wild.
are guests
Snap
in
and
my
now she's waving to
house
somebody?
when you come. And when you come, know that there are strong queer and trans people in my classroom who will
Pause
collect
it.
you with the quickness.
I am, 'cause I'm-
Oh my God! Let's go back to the Fruit of the Loom hairdo. See the grapes
Uh-huh.
on her head? Is that what it doesn't remind you?
That's
of
what
the
it
Fruit of
is,
the Loom
isn't it?
symbol? Trying out for a Disney princess. I'm assuming.
Ah,
She's a teacher. Did I hear that right?
probably.
Classroom. Go ahead.
People in my classroom who will collect you with the quickness. That there are strong queer and trans people in my classroom who will collect you with the
I think it's a college
quickness.
student.
Collect you with the
My name
quickness.
is
Are they
Dragon
Uber
City
drivers?
No, she's scared of
and
Uber
my
drivers.
drag is doing Cosgrove
Oh shit.
Laddie LaRouge, he, they, in drag, District 3.
My legal name is Olivia D'Ambrosio. My public name is Livy Scanlon. My wife and I own a home in the Canal District.
I speak as someone
It's
who is
fucking
always
the new
misgendered,
Joker.
like, all the time.
Doesn't he have the new Joker vibe?
Yeah, he's got the move to it,
I
yeah.
prefer to be referred to
What is it?
as
Joaquin
man.
Phoenix?
Joaquin Phoenix, yeah.
I speak as someone who is afraid to use public toilets.
So you pee on the
I
sidewalk
speak as someone
with a shiwi.
who is a member of this community and is a queer person.
And a stain on your shirt.
Imagine being me and my wife, fearing that our marriage rights will be stripped away at any moment.
Pause.
Please, I only have so much.
Okay. Marriage rights. No one is stopping you from scissoring, and I don't think they're even going to stop you from like fucking marrying. I think a bond between a man and a woman doesn't need the state's permission.
Yeah.
I believe if you do what you want to do, love is love. That's fine. Cool. But the rights thereafter, I guess, is more the legality thing. Like when someone dies, you know, who takes control and all that stuff or whatever. It's a marital bond should be between the man and the woman, the man and the man, the woman, whatever it is you believe in. That's cool. But it's not just that. You're bonding with the state.
Oh yeah, that it's becoming illegal.
Right. It's like, okay, we're allowing you to do that. Whereas this person is afraid of that being a repercussion. It is a legitimate fear, I suppose, but no one's stopping you from loving that person.
Right.
Like in other countries,
you would be
killed.
Would
be offed. They would take you out. You would not be allowed to exist.
Yep.
Whereas here, they're not. It's not some authoritarian people saying you can't do this. You know. So I don't know, man. And now we're back to this guy is looking like Donald Trump, kind of.
A little bit.
I mean, if he
that skin tone.
Yeah.
Shine, please.
I just want to hear a little bit more of that.
Which matters more? Covering the legal fees of systemic police brutality or protecting the lives of queer people in our community?
That dude looks like a dungeon master.
Where's that money going to go to do that? Who's going to do it if it's not police? Who's going to be empowered?
Right. Who do you want to carry out your fucking...
Because somebody's got to have the autonomy to do it.
Yeah. Who do you want to carry out your charade and enforce your beliefs? Because if you get rid of that, then...
Yeah.
They're not going to be there to do it. So, yeah, it's definitely a very bad straw man.
We'll give this one about another 30 seconds just to see what these guys say, and we'll jump to the next topic.
Yep.
How many lives have to be lost before you consider fighting back against fascism and corruption?
Now is the time to say that if federal money relies on the dehumanization of trans people, that we don't want your goddamn money.
I get that some of you... I'll keep it.
Whoa. Wait a minute. That dude with the ponytails, you got to let him ride.
Him?
No, the one after him.
Oh, man, yeah. All right, let him cook.
I get that some of you care more about easy funding than trans lives, and don't mind Nazis for some whatever reason, but...
Oh,
Normally, I would say...
I have to say, why is everything Nazi? Because nobody that was even alive back then is alive now. Number two, you have people in Germany referring to Trump as this being as close to Hitler as it could have been. None of those people were alive then, so how do they even know?
That's the thing, though, is like a lot of the tactics that this side is using are very Nazi-like tactics, and they don't even recognize it because they're using these terms out of context. Fascism. They don't know what it fucking means. It's just a go-to argument. You're a fascist or you're a Nazi.
Toxic, yeah.
Don't
it's
even
just like
know
one of those...
what fascism means. It means like the incorporation of like fucking state into business.
Yep.
I mean, there are degrees of that exist already, and they've been existing for the longest time. But to use it out of complete context or general meaning of the word, they're not helping their argument.
Right.
But people hear it, and they echo it, and it's just a popular built-in argument.
Yep. That's people who usually just regurgitate what they hear or told to say.
Yeah. Like it's a big-ass fucking woe is me, victimhood. This is what you are, and mic drop and walk out and, you know, whatever. Weirdos.
Now, on to the next topic of Doge and Doge dividend stimulus that even the people that need protection would qualify for, but
why
it is
Doge dividend stimulus check could be unlikely.
Unlikely. So the brief, Doge has until July of 26 to cut $2 trillion in government spending and send about 1/5 of the saving to taxpayers. Checks would only be sent to households that pay income tax. If Doge reaches its targets, checks could amount $5,000 for each household. Now, if it can't reach its spending, each household will get a check, or if it can, it will reach $5,000. But budget experts say this ambitious goal to save trillions of dollars, nearly 1/3 of the federal government's annual spending, is highly unlikely. Well, that's official. Did you see what I just said? Official people are saying that is unlikely.
Yeah.
Well, that's because they're in the government. I don't see it happening either because you have to come. I don't think people even realize how big of a number $1 billion is to begin with. It's almost unfathomable in your head to figure that out.
Right.
But to cut $1 trillion, 1,000 billions, out of the what we spend a year.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I wonder how many of these people that sat here and hated this person, or even the people that in the video that we just watched, how many of them, if they knew they were eligible for that 5Gs, were gonna fucking go for it?
Oh yeah.
And then hate the tree but still love the fruit. See what I did there?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
No, literally, like they would take the fruit from the tree, but hate the then hate the tree that fucking grew it for them.
Right.
I'm pretty sure they would line the fuck up to try to get that $5,000.
Oh, without a
So
doubt.
they can go buy more, like, hair dye and fucking,
That's why I said even those protected would get it.
They're painted on beards and like, yeah, dude.
Glitter budget is expensive this year.
But with everything that, like, with the Doge thing, I am going to go on record and say everything I've said, about not voting for this party or the other party. A lot of what I'm seeing here with the exposure of a lot of these expenditures or whatever, like they're going to so many different things through media and
right.
financing things into existence, even outside of our, United States and abroad. That when that money dries up, and which is what they're trying to do right here.
Yeah.
Who's going to be able to speak into it existence? Who's going to keep that ball going? Who's going to keep it going?
Yep.
And will those people end up being cultured into another way? Like, oh wait, that dried up, so like now we got to say this because it's popular.
Next.
Right.
Yep.
Right. It's regurgitate, rinse, repeat.
Yep. It's just is a wild piece where people just continuously buy into whatever they're told to do.
And I also have to say that so far that like I even said before the election, I don't think really much of anything is going to change. But the way these things are unraveling, I'm kind of like, I'm looking like I'm wrong right now.
Yeah.
It might be a group hub effect. It might be like we're gonna expose all this other stuff, or we're gonna get you in another way. But I'm looking like an idiot, which I'm fucking fine with saying. Because
I was gonna say you could actually.
I can go, hey man, maybe I was wrong about something. I don't know that I am, but like right now with all this stuff, the way it's unraveling and they're exposing all this shit, I'm like, I'm fucking here for it. Good shit.
Yeah. Here's my only problem with the stance, because I don't understand why everybody's so mad that has nothing to do with it, that's not in government, about all this savings. But couple that they're doing all these things. Here's my problem with it is most of these things that they're cutting have existed for decades. We knew about it in the last Trump presidency. We've known about it forever.
Right.
And now we're taking action. That's my one reserve with it. I'm like, we already all knew that all this was going on. It's just now it's I think reached a boiling point where it had to be roped in because it got so insane. $1 million to art museum in the UK called the Turquoise Project, which was to teach Middle Eastern people about art from the 1920s.
They were funding and financing comic books in Middle Eastern countries about trans people. That was where some of that money went to. There was so many ways, like it was really like financed in so many different fucking ways. That, like these agendas and the DEI and all that stuff, like they're paying it into existence. So, like all that shit getting exposed, and a lot of these people are still. Like the people I see online, eggs are still expensive. You were bitching about them being expensive when the last guy was in office. Why
I
the
know.
fuck are you talking
I saw
right
that
now?
too. I'm like
what are you doing? Like you just want you're grasping at straws to try to like find reasons to hate this guy, and he's making you motherfuckers look like clowns. I mean,
30 days later, you're telling me eggs aren't cheaper?
Right. Yeah, but look at all this other shit. Like,
yeah, I know.
We'll get into other shit, but we should probably we should stay on the political thing here, and then end with the last two more uplifting topics.
So let's jump over to this guy, right?
I think that's it. Yeah.
All right. So next topic. This was just spoke on this morning. King just actually gave me an update about it. I knew that this list has been blocked and blocked and blocked, but published at 6 this morning. We are supposedly to get the Epstein list today, as well as a lot of other documents. Now, we have not seen this video yet, so we're going to actually play it right meow.
She's mute.
business in this country, and Jeffrey Epstein is dead, and Ghislaine Maxwell is in prison for 20 years where she belongs. And if people in that report are still fighting to keep their names private, Sean, they have no legal basis to do so unless they're a child, a victim, or a cooperating defendant by some chance against some potential case against Ghislaine Maxwell. And I think Mark Garagos, as a great criminal defense attorney, will back that up as well.
So
when I tell people that I'm going backpacking for a year at 36, 37.
backpacking.
Backpacking.
Fuck are we doing there?
Backpacking.
We're backpacking.
Let's go back to us. So that's not on the screen.
Yeah. If that Epstein list drops, how many people are going to support the people that were still on it and still go, oh my God, why'd you expose them? But our eggs are still $8. We're still going to listen to their music. I want to know how that's going to pan out. But that is, if that fucking spills over, dude, the damage control, like maybe it is true that all these people that actively went after Trump for the last fucking 10 years, now that he has amassed this power and this I don't know, this movement, if it comes back and he just fucking cleans them all out, like, oh, spoke against me, boom, exposed.
Yeah,
I'm here for it.
I mean, that seems
makes for great content.
Seems like one of his movies that moves he would
really like you. If you come at the king, you better not fucking miss. This might be one of those things, man. Like, holy shit.
Well, and is this list going to be redacted?
I don't know. That's for another show. But I really want to delve into the MLK, the JFK. I like to, because all that stuff is released, but nobody really covered any of it. And I didn't really read a lot of it. I read a little bit about the MLK thing, but I would like to know a little bit more about that because no one really fucking covered it, not even on YouTube that I know of.
Let's dive into that next week because there's more of it too that I haven't chatted with you about that was released that had nothing to do with it, that they kind of just shoot under.
Yeah.
And you can actually see the documents on CIA.gov of a bunch of really strange things that we've been doing for a while.
Yeah.
And it was part of that release too. So I think that'd be an awesome topic to cover for next week.
Yeah.
Dive into it.
Yeah, I think that sounds great. We should do that.
So this next topic, guys, is, I guess, not political, but
it could be.
It could be, depending on this list that's tied with this, huh? So I'm going to share a screen with us, or with you guys again. This is another one that just dropped today at noon, so it's 2 hours fresh. So we've got
Sean Combs' attorney steps down, says there are no circumstances in which he can represent Diddy.
Damn.
So he knows way more than we do, obviously, because you have to be transparent with your lawyer if they're going to do anything for you. But literally just states that he can't do it. So Anthony Rico, an attorney for Sean Diddy Combs, has filed a motion to step down from the mogul's legal team. In a filing in the Southern District of New York, Rico did not provide an affidavit or evidence for why he could not continue in the case, other than a short statement saying that he would no longer be able to effectively serve. So he either has something he greatly disagrees with, or he's
morally obligated.
Correct. Yeah. Yep, because he can't go and say everything that was released, but he is just not having it.
So something, obviously, like with all the rumors and speculation and conjecture and stuff like that, there probably is something that's very, very heinous, and if this guy's going to be out here representing him going, I can't.
Yep.
Like, literally, like, if I'm going to be fucking tied to something, this can't be it. Like, I'm making excuses for somebody that did this to a 9-year-old, allegedly.
Yeah.
I can see how that'd be very compromising. And like, I'm surprised he hung on this fucking long.
It's like taking the OJ case and not winning it kind of idea, because this is obviously not going to be a case that can really be won. But this is his exact quote. Although I've provided Sean Combs with the high level of legal representation expected by the court, under no circumstances can I continue to effectively serve as counsel for Sean Combs, consistent with the ABA standards for criminal justice, American Bar Association's ABA. So he's literally, it sounds like it's a morality. He's not able to do it because he doesn't want to be tied to it, but can't tell you why.
Suicide.
Yep.
Like, literally, if you go out there and you lay an egg, and this dude's...
Eggs are expensive, though, dude.
Yeah, like, that. No one's going to fucking hire you, like, just on that. Like, and it's probably unwinnable. I would
Okay,
see
so
that is unwinnable.
they also state down here that him dropping out will not delay the trial.
Wow. Shit.
Which one's the trial scheduled for? Does anybody know?
I don't know.
Oh, it doesn't say on here, but this feels like it's been. When was he originally indicted on this?
The wheels of justice.
A year ago?
They're square and they go really slow.
Yeah, they do. But it feels like it was a year ago we first heard about this.
Almost. I mean, there was rumors and speculation for the longest.
Oh, for
broke, like within the last year. I would say in the last 12 months. It's kind of, well, he got arrested in September, didn't he?
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was September.
yeah, and
Said it on there too.
just all of his old videos too just don't attest to him very
Yeah,
well.
like LeBron on there, like ain't no party like a Diddy party. Like when those fucking that House of Cards falls, man, I'm gonna say it again. I'm here for it.
Oh, GOAT, baby.
Fucking here for it.
Me too. Me too. All right, so on to non-political stuff.
Oh, hoots.
Oh yeah.
Hoots and the goots.
We'll start with the hoots and the goots, and then we'll move to the left. So
it's actually more entertaining on Twitter if you go to the. I've actually tweeted about them. So like, don't go
On
to
this?
that tag. Go to my Twitter.
here, let me switch back over. That way I can.
Yeah.
You're gonna see us for a second, guys.
Pronouns.
X.
I don't know why I went to white. We got out of my dark mode. I'm kind of upset about that.
All right.
Hey, it's me. Look at that.
Oh, that hair.
though. That's a whole ass dude right there, by the way.
You have the Hooters on your X?
I think I have the Hooters on my X. No, I guess I don't. Just go to X
Nope.
itself. It's trending.
X.
Actually, what's
And
happening? Go to show more on the bottom right. Show more. Right here on your right side of the screen underneath Medicare.
yeah, that's what I just clicked on to get that.
These images, though.
Oh,
Yo.
here we go. Now we're going to share it. So this is, it's a real shock that Hooters is for bankruptcy.
Bro, second to the left, I did not know that Greg the Hammer Valentine was a fucking Hooters girl.
Oh my God, yeah. Look at the setup.
And this second to the right isn't that the old like Board of Health fucking lady, Rachel Levine, Richard Levine?
I mean, I thought I just saw them on that first video we played, but maybe.
That dude, that six right there on the far right, and that six right there in the middle are looking like goddamn tens right now. That's the David Kopp. Bro, you're gonna use up all my unlimited data loading this fucking photo. Dude, you're gonna crash the net.
Oh my Lord.
Holy shit.
So this is what Hooters
They
became.
need to change the name of that franchise to McThickens.
Oh man. McThickens.
Holy fuck, bro.
Oh, I gotta see this. Is there a video? Oh no, this is just the description of it. So Hooters is reportedly preparing to file for bankruptcy in the coming months to restructure its business. So it's not looking to file and be out of business. It's going to do like a refiling chapter. Casual dining chain known for signature wings and themed service has engaged a law firm, Ropes, to assist with the process, and a filing could take place in the next 2 months. So apparently it's a lot of financial strain, debt, and other pieces happening, but those pictures didn't look like that.
Can I give them
right?
Can I give them a little bit of helpful advice? We had Hooters in Erie back in the day. I don't know if you remember it.
Did we really?
We did. It was on 12th and Peninsula. And then it turned into Po Folks or whatever. But like I actually dated a girl that worked there, and she was a very good looking girl. But like I've been to so many Hooters before, not in Florida. The Florida
Never even been to
Hooters
one.
are amazing. Florida Hooters. Yes. But I've been to other Hooters before, and like the theme of Hooters is boobs. And if you're in there and you ain't got boobs, why the fuck are you working there? As a certain, like, I'm not. That's what guys are going to see. Now, unless you're like you have a fat booty, that's why guys are going there. You know what I mean? They're going there. It's whether you like it or not, sex sells.
It's named Hooters.
It's named Hooters. Like, I'd be like if we opened up a man restaurant and called ourselves Dickies, and we went in there like with a whole schmeckle. And like, where the fuck is the the representation, if you will. Like
You can't just walk in there with a schmeckle.
Like you got it.
You can't just do it.
You gotta wear gray sweats and a fucking gas station boner pill or some fucking. Like,
Yeah.
You gotta be printing somehow.
And that's part of the dress code, so you got to apply or comply by it.
But how are you going to have a Hooters and throw some Greg the Hammer Valentine looking ass chick out there? The fuck? They should
Greg
be
the
working in a
Valentine.
corner bar somewhere, like serving drink. Like that's there's something for everybody somewhere. But it's your franchise is predicated on having titties.
Once again, this can just be looked at in the modern gym world too, because it's just like you and I were just discussing locally. People walking around with a shirt on that says trainer that doesn't look like they would even fit the description of what their job is.
If I'm going to a gym and somebody's a physical trainer and they look like they're trying to sell me donuts, what the fuck am I taking seriously from that?
Right. Yeah. Regardless of feeling.
Donuts.
Yeah. Regardless of feeling, fact is fact.
And like I'm sorry, the hiring practice for some of like these are fixable things. And yes, you're going to piss some people off. Well, I couldn't get hired at Hooters, bro. You put your bra on backwards and it fits. No, you can't get hired at Hooters.
Yeah. Is the military going to allow you to go through to be on the front line just because you want to?
Right.
Or do you have to pass the test?
These are fixable things, and like you got to put your best foot forward. And clearly they're not.
Well, we just got catered so much onto feeling over the last 10 years.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Which leads me to the next one that we weren't going to cover, but I'm just going to bring it up because this situation is this definition.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it anyways.
Let me preface this by saying the last stream that you and I did together, I got flagged on all platforms to have been flagged on. TikTok. I'd expect it from the T1, Twitch. But I got flagged on TikTok for saying fucking and then the R word following.
Yep. That something was the R word in definition.
Right.
The R word in definition. And look how we have even changed as a freaking world. That's not. Open up the Webster Dictionary. See if it says often offensive.
Right.
Offensive is perspective.
Right. Right. And so when and to also clarify, when I say that word, I'm not talking about people that have MR. I'm not talking about.
Nor are you
people-
degrading them.
Right, right. And if anybody were to be offended by that word, on behalf of somebody who is not offended by that word, because I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about people that get offended by dumb shit like that or make decisions
Yeah.
outright, thought through, and they're stupid.
And once again,
So I'm talking about people that like echo chambers. I'm talking about Karens. I'm talking about people that just go out and make decision after decision that are compound errors, and then fucking they're proud of it. So I'm targeting the very people that probably fucking flagged me on that.
most likely.
So that's who I'm referencing. I'm not referencing people with special needs. I have a place in my heart for people that have special needs. I will always treat them with respect. I will open doors for them. I will do whatever I can to make sure that they're comfortable and they're loved. But I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about, the parents of the world and all that other bullshit.
Exactly. And comedian Ricky Gervais had a beautiful piece about this too. And the man's an atheist, but he was talking about, he likes to sit there and think about what was God doing when he created man. And he was talking about multiple omnipotent beings talking. He's sitting there just shaping this being. He said, what are you doing? Oh, making man. Oh, what's it got? Like claws and fangs? No. Well, does it have like a armor or shield? No. It just has a really big brain that it will use to take down animals 50 times the size of himself. And then they'll build skyscrapers. They'll fight 2 massive world wars. And then they'll eventually get afraid of words. He 100% hit that one right on the fucking head.
Yeah.
Right on the head. Because
it's always the people that it's not...
affected by it.
Yeah, like
it is.
It's like the people that speak about racism. They're always like white liberals. They
jump into any
race
chat.
Hustlers. They're trying to fit in, like so people don't. You know what I mean?
Social justice warrior.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. SJWs all day.
Yep. Without a doubt. Now on to something not so R, but it is still R. So I'm going to share this with you guys.
Prices on this are definitely are.
Yeah, so they don't see it yet, but I had to preface this, guys. One of the first things I said when I walked through King's door today was, dude, you just, after seeing everything in here, you've inspired me to just start buying some cards. I started buying some Magic the Gathering cards again.
Cardboard crack. Back in the pockets.
Started back way back. I still actually have some beta cards in my basement. But this is a combination of two of my favorite things. I love both Magic the Gathering and, I'm going to share this with you now, and Final Fantasy. So I didn't know anything about it. I just read that it was coming out in June.
Scroll down. There's a card on here that's ridiculously broke. We'll look at the commanders here, and we'll talk about the mechanics here in a second. But continue. It's a green card. Right there.
This one?
Jumbo Cactor. Yeah, just click on it so everybody can see. Like, there we go.
It's literally what it does in the video game.
7 mana, it's 5 colorless, 2 green for a 1/7. When this creature attacks, it gets plus 9,999 plus 0 until end of turn. Do you know how insane that is?
Yeah.
You can easily make him unblockable. You can drop him out with sneak attack. You can make him unblockable with
Trample,
Rogue's Passage.
anything.
There's some, like, just drop ninjutsu that thing into play, and someone's getting whacked for points that they probably haven't had in the last fucking 500 Commander games they played.
Yeah, that's fucking insane.
That's power creep.
Because that is literally, it is what it does in the video game, but if the mechanic doesn't work in the game, don't bring that one over.
No, that's gonna, I'm gonna gauge that card probably being at like $50 when it comes out.
Yeah.
But I might be wrong. This card is.
So are there 2 different Final Fantasy sets, or is that one not
there's
real?
4 different commander decks. So right there, click on
Because
that.
I'm looking at the symbols myself.
They're probably gonna milk it like they did fucking.
See that one, the Final Fantasy,
Lord
but
of
then
the
this one
Rings.
has a chocobo.
Right.
I don't know if that's
Lord
real.
of the Rings had a couple different expansions rather than like just that core set they had.
Are these the commanders?
Go up, scroll up, right. Oh, go back. Right there, boom, the 4 decks in the boxes.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Now you really
So
see 'em.
that's from Final Fantasy VI. That would be not Tifa. I don't remember her name.
The Esper one looks like I would love.
That's
to
the Esper
reconstruct
one
that.
right here. Final Fantasy VI.
No, the Esper
7.
one's top left.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah,
Because she was an Esper. She's from 6.
White, blue, black. She does have Esper in her history, if I remember correctly, from the lore of Final Fantasy. Not the Esper color combination from Magic the Gathering.
Oh, you were saying Esper as in like the Grixis and yeah, I got you. Because her actual race is Esper.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's
weird
what she
that
is.
She's not Esper because that would have been perfect for it, but they made some.
Yeah, that is strange.
Yeah, she's OG Final Fantasy, if I remember correctly.
Final Fantasy VI or Final Fantasy III in America.
It says on the boxes. I mean, you probably get better imagery about the mechanics and stuff like that. Nice art.
Yeah. That's what I'm mostly excited about.
I'm excited to see what Yuna or Lulu. I got Lulu up here, the figure.
Oh yeah, there's another Esper. Those were called Espers way back in the day on Final Fantasy III.
Are those just? What are those? Those are from the set.
These are the double-faced cards.
I'm really interested in what Yuna, when Yuna comes out, what her abilities would be. I'd love to build a Yuna deck. Always had a thing for Yuna.
Yeah, I love Final Fantasy. Here we go.
Commander deck.
So they are different.
Yes.
See, it does have a different symbol.
Cloud was
got the chocobo symbol.
They threw green in there for some weird reason, which I thought.
Terra. I said Tifa.
Oh, Terra. Yeah. But Cloud is. They didn't want him to be regular Boros, which would be equipment with that big ass sword.
Yeah.
Because that's basically what red and white is. Boros is all about equipment, for the most part. But that blue one right there, the Istola Knight's Bless.
Yep.
That I would love to build off of at the beginning of each end step. If a player lost 4 or more life this turn, you draw a card, and whenever you cast a non-creature spell with mana 3 or greater, Istola deals 2 damage to each opponent, and you gain 2 life. Like, I would love to build. I love Esper colors.
So on this one, they changed even the symbol here.
What do you mean?
On regular Magic cards, it's an oval.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the final product and what they're going to look like, but the symbol is going to be the chocobo, I guess.
It's got two different ones. So
Right,
look
so I
at
don't know if the other one's in it could be an expansion.
yeah, because
But
look
the
at it's
Chocobo
got
is
Final Fantasy with a little crystal next to it, and then the Chocobo.
Or those cards were like kind of like a rough draft before they
Decided on
finalized
the Final Fantasy symbol.
That's a possibility as well.
Man, I love
But
the full
prices
art
on this
card.
shit is stupid. They're gonna have the all foil decks, which are gonna be like $170, where you go buy the whole pre-con, and it's gonna be, I think it's 180. If you're looking at the pre-order sales for all 4 commander decks, you're talking like $500. That's not the foil ones.
Yeah, and that's a $200 booster box on. Those are normally $165. You can get a booster box for when it's new.
MSRP has been, I guess it's been put back.
This is the one that's probably $400.
Ridiculous. Yeah, no way.
Because
I would buy singles at that point, because that's potluck. You don't know what the fuck you're pulling.
Right, because I actually had one of those. My fiance bought me one of them from the new set, and I opened it up, and there was one card in there that was worth like $8, and then one that was worth $14.
Yeah.
But I think the packs are 30 or 15 or something. I think they're 30 actually.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is because look at
35, sometimes 50.
So yeah, I bought it for $30, and I really didn't get a card above $15.
Yeah, that.
They're
I know
cool
people
as
that'll
shit,
buy
though.
multiple boxes of those. Like my one buddy Spurge, he bought 2 from not Aether Drift, but the set before that, and
Right.
he cracked some good shit. But like, it's just if I'm dropping $600 on something, it's not going to be cardboard. Like I would buy boxes.
These are the ones you were talking about?
Right, those are the foil ones, I believe. Yeah, the collector's edition one where all the cards are foil.
Hold on, we're gonna click it.
Oh,
We're sorry. There's an error. It was too expensive to show.
that or people just jump
Bought
on
it.
That shit.
Yeah.
And that's where Magic is just like, the guy from the Quartering has said it, like, it's the greatest game on Earth made by the worst people on Earth.
Holy fuck! Look at that. Those are the non-foil.
Yeah.
That's 4, and this is a pre-order price.
So if you're averaging 75 plus 75, that's actually probably by $20 cheaper than what it would normally be if you were to buy them all outright. And I'm going to call it right now, the Esper colored one, the white, blue, black, is probably going to be the most expensive one. And then I would say, who is it? Yeah, I would say Titus would be probably the second most expensive one, because like if you're looking at Titus's mana cost, it's relatively cheap. It's green, white, and blue, and that's it. And then when you cast your commander thereafter, after it's been killed, it's 2 more mana each time you do it. But that's easier. He's going to be easier to cast, so you can build off him being on the board. The Esper one just it's functionally is fucking going to be nasty. The red, white, black might be expensive. I don't see Cloud being that expensive unless there's some cards that are in there that are going to be obscene and broken. Because him as a commander, I'm not really enthused. I don't have many commander decks that it cost 5 mana for the first casting cost of them. Let alone, because again, if it dies, I got to bring it back again at 7, unless there's other ways I could cheat it into play.
Right.
But some of the local gaming stores, they know what decks is going to be, most sought after. So before it even hits the shelf, they mark it up.
Yep.
And those are gaming stores I try not to really give them my money, because they're gouging.
Man, I'm gonna have to buy one of these though.
Yeah.
Just because
there's all these other IPs involved, man, and that's how they're roping people back into it.
Yeah, I mean, I just found out like the Lord of the Rings ones has some obscene card prices, and the One Ring, if you have it graded at a 10, can be as high as $100,000.
Yeah.
Which is still wild because
it's still relatively new.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But it's still a piece of cardboard to me. I still never understood that.
Right. It's
But
like, if you
once
want to buy
again, it
this
goes
pizza box without a pizza, $75.
right. But it goes no different than anything else we collect. It only has value because we have assumed value of it.
Right. Correct. Like unrealized, gains.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, this is something that I'm excited about. Not price wise, but I will definitely be buying a couple boosters. And I'll bring over those cards.
We
for you
we
to
should have
check
a whole
out,
stream
too.
where you bring your cards over.
That's what I was just thinking. We should bring it over, and then because we could even do the
nothing but
downward
Magic
cam.
the Gathering, no political, no fucking
Yeah.
Hollywood bullshit. We would just have 2 cameras of us just sifting through shit and going, and like it would be fucking amazing, because people would be like, "Holy shit, you've had that for so long, and you're just sitting in a fucking box."
There's
doing
probably
nothing with no
20,000
sleeve.
cards. 20,000 cards.
Oh, well, but dude, we should do that.
I have a couple binders with a lot of my really good ones from when I was a kid, because I just put them in there because I thought they were nice, and now they're still in really good shape. Most of them are in near mint too.
Yeah.
Because they're not just in a tote sitting there. They're in a tote in boxes. Every single one of them are actually in
Yeah, we need
boxes.
to make that fucking happen.
Now, unfortunately, a lot of my really older cards, that's when I was learning to play, so I played the hell out of them. But there's still a lot of the beta ones that just a normal common is worth $120.
Yeah, some of them commons are broke now.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
and some of them are probably, banned in certain formats. But there are cards, like, there was a common that I was sifting through, like, 2 weeks ago, and I found it. I think it's Tortured Existence, a black card. It was a 15-cent card, and then not Aether Drift, but the set before it, which is eluding me. I forgot. Sorry, because there's like a set every 10 minutes.
There was
deck was it?
There was a Kaladesh one that got remade.
That was
under a
that's,
different
that's,
name.
that's the fucking Aether Drift bullshit because of the DEI.
This is the set
what
that.
the set is supposed to replace.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, Tortured Existence, I believe it was, where you discard a card or whatever and bring something back, if I remember correctly. That card is now like a $15 card. It was like 15 cents before that set. So some cards come out and they increase the value of cards that existed before.
Oh yeah. Yep, I've seen certain ones go down rapidly too because I had a bunch, like 6 of them. Chalice of the Void.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know what that card is, but it works pretty fucking awesome because it's an automatic counter. But I sold a few of them for $80 a piece on eBay. Now they're worth like $32 when I looked it up the other day.
Yeah.
And that is just the price people are willing to pay for them too. It's wild that if you go through these cards, you can make some money if you're selling them.
Yeah. Like people have their whatnot channels and stuff like that, and they definitely they'll do like live openings and stuff like that, and then people will auction on them or whatever, and they'll sell them. Like,
I see the fun in that too because I just bought some cards and I was cracking packs again. And I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's not so much an addiction for me because I'm more of like into the mechanics and the playing and beating the shit out of my friends and annoying them. But when I do pull a cool card, it's cool. But like, I am definitely down to like rummage through your shit and put it on a live stream because that is like finding old school stuff. Like they have in the store in the mall, they have unbroken boxes of like Homelands and like earlier sets and stuff like that.
They had a pack
like
from
$2,000, like
Ice Age.
Yeah,
they had Ice Age and
but you
Mirage.
don't want to open those because like once you open them, you might not get what
you might not even get close to your face value.
Right. So like they're worth more closed, but your shit's already open, so that's just a whole another dimension of fun.
Yep, it's already open. Most of it's sorted, so it'll be easy and fun to go through. But yeah, guys, definitely check that out. I think that's our last topic. Is it? No, it's not.
No, it's Captain
America, baby, America. So this is the final topic for today. New movie playing now, Captain America: Brave New World, and I can tell you that I just watched for the first time was the preface to this. It was a show. What was it called? It was him and the Winter Soldier. Falcon and the Winter Soldier is just what it was called. Yeah. So I literally just watched that for the first time.
You watched the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh man, bless your soul.
Like I couldn't. I tried watching it when it first came out. I didn't make it through the first episode
because like at that point in time when it came out, there was really not much else to do, and like it was still. I was kind of like waning off my support for Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Because of the direction and the politicized bullshit that we kind of watch entertainment to get away from. They're starting to put it into it.
Disney-fied.
Right, and I didn't go see this, and I'm not going to go see this. I know it's tanking, regardless of whatever the tomato meter and the popcorn meter is, because I believe these things, they find ways to manipulate what money is made. All the reshoots they've had for this, they were kind of walking back how much it costs, but a lot of that stuff got exposed as to how much it cost. But I've lost the
tomato meter says it sucks too.
Yeah, the desire to go and see Marvel movies, because I was the guy that like, oh man, this movie's coming out. I would keep my kids home from school. We would go see it before any other kid got to see it during the matinee showing.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of excitement there. And like the last couple years, that excitement is just gone.
Oh yeah, I haven't had any kind of a drive to go get that
And then
to
they're
go
gonna-
see any of these.
Yeah, they're going to have this Avengers Secret Wars thing, and they brought back Robert Downey Jr., which I know can nail the role, but I don't understand why. Why is he Doctor Doom when you had so many other different people do it?
Right.
I have no ambition because you don't even have a good Avengers team that's going to fucking fit into a Secret Wars scenario. Who the fuck are where are the actual people that are the Avengers? And then you got to throw the X-Men in there. Like, this doesn't look like. It was like an emergency break glass situation with the Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom. Like, we're sucking. We need to garner support again.
Yep.
So they bring the old white guy back.
Let's bring the most popular actor out.
Right. And not that the guy can't nail the role, but like make it make sense.
Right, you know it's just going to be some massive multiverse, and he's not going to be
or he was
him.
adopted in the 616, which I would argue that the movie verse is not.
Or
the
was he
616.
was he a long lost brother? That
Right. It's too much mental gymnastics. The appeal's not there.
I think he would have made, and he probably will make an awesome Doctor Doom. But I think he would have made an awesome one if he did not preface it with Iron Man.
Right. And then you can't unsee what he did as Tony Stark and then put him in as a bad guy and make it like at first people were like, oh yeah, this is awesome, and then after they sat and thought for a while, they're like, well, this is fucking dumb.
Yeah, well, like
I
you
immediately
said,
thought this
look
is
at
fucking
him.
dumb. It was just shock and awe. Like,
Look at the amount of people that could have been that.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there's some hell of awesome actors that could have been that too.
Yeah.
Where you could have got, I think his name starts with Chris something. He's from, think of Inglourious Bastards. He was the main bad guy that was hunting down people. I'm like, that guy is an awesome actor. I thought of him. There's a bunch of people that are out in Hollywood that could have done that job.
Right. No,
I get how popular RDJ is. I get that, but that's exactly what you said. It was a
bring him back as another
how do we
Iron
say
Man
it?
from another universe. I would understand that. Makes
That'd be
sense
easy.
to me. Yeah,
That'd be
like, he's from
easy.
another universe and he's superior. I'm like, that's cool. He died in this universe, but you're bringing him back as Doom.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2099. It bring him from a different universe to help.
Yeah.
If that's the case, yeah, the Doctor Doom. I don't know if he's supposed to be coming from an alternate universe
And
himself.
again, with what you got going against Doctor Doom, I'm not excited. Like,
Yeah.
You got Falcon.
You know what it actually seems like? Did you see the cartoon series they made? What If?
Yeah. I saw the first season and then was like, I'm done.
Yeah, that's what it
I love
is.
the comic books.
That's what it is, though. They're just changing role. It's how else are they going to do it? It's going to have to be either some weird jaded multiverse thing or some long lost sibling or some I don't know what way they're going to spin it.
Or like this Tony Stark. I guess the rumor is Tony Stark was the main
Cloned?
continuity. He was adopted. He's not their biological child. He was Victor Von Doom. So that's how they're kind of trying to say that, that, or it might be vice versa. Like Victor Von Doom was Tony Stark in this other thing, and he wasn't adopted by the Starks, or it's too many mental gymnastics. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, because it's not going to be. It's just going to be touched on real quick, and
you
that's
don't have a
how it
squad to
works.
go against them. Like, who the fuck is your squad? Because I'm not impressed by this new Avengers slate at all.
No.
None. Like regular Avengers, and then you give me some regular X-Men, and then you give me the Fantastic Four. Like, okay, but you have like a C-class of fucking dumbasses ready to go against Doctor Doom. Like,
Yeah, what are you going to do? Bring in Deadpool and Wolverine?
Right, you're gonna whoop that ass. For fuck.
Yep. It'll be interesting to see, but this isn't anything I care to go to.
No, I mean if it's on in the background and I'm in a room or something, I might peep over. But like I've read like parts of the scripts where it's failed. He still wonders why how he's supposed to be as Captain America. Like there's so many different, but it's not focused on him. They just kind of threw all their fucking eggs in one basket and tried to like make it a Hulk movie.
Right.
They go back to talking about the OG Hulk movie, and they have like the Red Hulk now and
The Harrison Hulk?
Harrison, yeah. Well, the old guy that played Ross died recently, so they had Harrison Ford, who's I guess he was like a grumpy douchebag on the whole set. But yeah, the guy's in his 80s. He's smashing people's Lego fucking Millennium Falcons. He's an asshole. He's shilling for the left.
Yeah, he's 80.
Right. How many days are there?
Right. But guys, that will be the last topic we did have.
That was a long one.
It was, but I love the idea of jumping into some of that Magic the Gathering and taking a look at that too, because there's a lot in there. Plus, we can talk about whatever the fuck we're thinking of when that happens.
Yeah.
So I think that'll be a good show. But guys, thank you for joining us. Once again, we have a new song that we opened this up with. We're going to close it with when we jump out of this. Go ahead and give him one more shout out, King.
All right, that's my boy Perky Jackson, or whatever name he wants to go by. But he no, this is fun. This is also a rough draft. He kind of was like, let me finish it before you put it on a show. I was like, this is good enough just for a little bit of exposure. So
because it's going to play for about a minute, and that's it for people to check out. But
thanks for tuning in, guys, and hit the like, hit the subscribe.
Hell yeah, and we'll catch you next time, guys. Until then, stay moist and fuck for food stamps.
Yeah, 50 cents on the dollar performance only.
Hell yeah, peace. I didn't even.
I got 30-some hoes, you at the crib making TikToks. Perky gon' blow like a 30-06 dog. She gon' fuck my bros, cause I know that she a big dog. I come from the low, but I'm standing at the tip. I got 30-some hoes, you at the crib making TikToks. Perky gon' blow like a 30-06 dog. She gon' fuck my bros, cause I know that she a big dog. I come from the low, but I'm standing at the tip top. Lot of hoes to choose from, I ain't scared to lose one. Bitch, I've been a thought boy since I was reading Goosebumps. Standing on the block, I was testing out my new gun. Mix the off-white with the blue ones. I know I'll be alright when I'm going through some. Got some white if you want it.